all the metalworking unions, and this is a feeling that I want to share with all the metal workers at this Congress. This is an important Congress, and it represents a turning point. 4 years ago, we brought together the chemical workers, metal workers, and garment workers in order to go on the offensive and to be proactive. And what we wanted to do was to fight against the casualization of labor. And this is a reaction to the debates that took place 4 years ago in the last Congress. 4 years have elapsed, and I think that did well to merge these different unions and to form a strong industrial-based trade union. Unlike the situation 4 years ago, the emergency is still there. Other emergencies. For example, one of the emergencies is that not just are we fighting against casual work, but workers who felt that they were still safeguarded and that they had full-time contracts, but they're also becoming precarious workers. Governments have come together and have adopted neoliberal legislation. They have tried to use legislation to roll back social benefits. And they've also adopted legislation which has really weakened those who are unemployed. So the fundamental rights of workers are under attack. How can we deal with such an attack on the part of governments and employers? The answers to this have to come from the Congress. Of course, we've got to continue what we've started, and we need to really react to a real emergency. We've got to really prevent collective agreements being rolled back, because I think that's exactly what employers are trying to do. They want to put an end to collective bargaining and collective bargaining agreements. And if we are attacked there, our representativity will be under attack. That is why we need to have a strong industrial union in order to fight against multinationals and governments. We need to relaunch the collective bargaining process. It's not just only because we need collective agreements for the few. We need to ensure that we have a solidarity-based system. We need a collective agreement which safeguards the interest of all workers in order to fight against the offensive on the part of multinationals. Multinationals tend to go to those countries where the cost of labor is lowest. And what we need to try and do is to come and pool our forces. We need to represent workers. We need to proselytize. The more united we are, the more successful we will be in fighting against the policies of multinationals and governments. And so there is a task for the new leadership. Italy is also dealing with the problem of immigration. We have thousands and thousands of people arriving in our country, and I think that we need to carry out policies which can help us put an end to the clandestine immigration which is affecting our country.